this working? I guess I'm live. This whole thing has been much more technological than I'd like. Anyhow, I'm Jackey Neiman Jones, and I play the little girl Debbie in Manos, the Hands of Fate, and this camera's not working. So today, this is just my test, but I want to show you some of the painting that I've been doing for the Mystery Science Theater 3K official trading card series. And this next series is all Manos. And I am a professional artist, and I get to do a lot of the work, along with some of the other amazing artists. But here's one of my trading cards. Can you see that? Torgo. I'm painting on acrylic paper, and then I'll be scanning it so they'll be flat. I have sketch cards, signs, and each one is individual. This is just a little tease. I'm just seeing if this thing actually works. My reading glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I'm working on two more right now. I'll take it off the table. I want to set this up with a better camera so that you can actually see me painting as I go on these, because I've got quite a few to make. See, that's Maggie and Debbie. What else? Oh, I love this one. Remember the two dogs? The Doberman in Manos was our family dog, and the little poodle was Hal Warren's dog, and he's the guy who wrote, directed, starred in. What do you think? I think that's my favorite so far. And then if you've watched the movies and heard the references and seen for yourself, there's moths everywhere, so I couldn't help it. I had to do a moth, a Manos moth, of course. Anyhow, this is my little test. I'm just figuring out how to do this, and it seems to be working. What, 2.5 minutes so far. There's just so much going on in my life right now. I'm a professional artist, and I live and work at home. I raised my kids in this house. They moved out, and now everybody's moving back with children. So I'm right now turning a 4-bedroom house. I'm condensing my 4-bedroom house into 1 bedroom and a 10 by 12 tiny house art studio out back. I wish I could show you. I love my property. So I don't know if I'd be able to paint while I talk, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I can't be screwing these things up. I'm gonna try. Just for a little while. The kids are showing up, 3 grandkids. Everything is in such disruption right now, if that makes sense. Where's my thing like this? Where's my red paint? Everything's in such disruption everywhere. I'm sure that brush is very happy. Yeah, I'm getting my daughter-in-law to help me, and we'll order me a better camera today, and then I can set up and do these types of things, because I've got so many art ideas. I paint river stones, and then I leave them out for people, or I write something on them. I live just blocks from a beautiful river, so I could go down there and I pick up those beautiful little smooth river stones. I've got piles of them. Anyhow, it'd be fun to paint with you guys. Mono stuff or not, doesn't always have to be about mono, right? So yeah, I need a better camera, total better setup, because you can't even see what I'm doing. But I can talk with you for a little while. And have a feeling the grandkids are going to show up pretty soon. And once they hit the door, all over. That's why my art studio, my 10 by 12 art studio, is way out in the backyard. And my psychologist suggested, rightfully so, that that place is completely off limits all the time. And so it's just never a question whether they go out there or not. That's that's grandma's place. It even has a loft and a bed. So if they really drive me nuts, I can just go out. I got a TV, a bed, my dog. I'm good. It's gonna be great. I love these guys. They come over at least once a week for dinner, and it's just better. When they're around, I eat better, healthier. All right. So you can see I do usually 2 to 3 paintings at the same time. I wish you could see what I'm doing. I know the lighting's terrible for you, and if I change it, then I couldn't see what I'm doing. But anyway, with them moving in, everything is in major transition, so I can't find anything. I just can't find anything. I can't find my paint. And then I can't find my paper. It's a process. It'll be better once it's all settled, but the transition, it's the transition. And then on top of that, of course, it's the coronavirus. And there's just so many things going on. Somebody just come in? That's weird. Kind of creepy. I live in, let's see, my house was built in 1903. It was on the records, on the title. It's 1918, but I could see where the original house was and the addition. I got a dog walking around here, so if you hear something. And the addition was between 2003, the original house, and then the add-on 2018. And the reason I know that about 2018 was when we did a remodel and rebuilt the stairs to be upstairs and turned the attic into a bedroom. We found newspaper in the original wall. The newspaper was used for insulation, and it was from spring, summer 2003. And it was some really, really radical, right-wing Christian, sword of Christ, fire of Jesus stuff. It was heavy stuff. So, but not just that, it's the fact that just this town is very old, and this place is a friendly place, but when I hear things I don't recognize, I do get a little jumpy. And there's my dog. Too bad you can't see him. There's 2 really sweet doggies here. Wow. What else? I feel better doing this test. I feel like I might be able to actually do this and figure this out. My daughter-in-law is going to be here in a bit. I think I said that. And I'm going to have her help me choose a camera and order a camera for my webcam. I actually tried to buy one. I went to Walmart because that's the closest store, and they told me that they fly out as quick as they come in because of all the people doing homeschooling. Makes sense. Anyway, so I gotta order it, and I just don't know. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. I don't think you have to anymore. Most cameras are pretty good. So what else? When I do like officially go live with the painting, then we'll be able to chat if I can figure that out. Oh my goodness. I think I think it'll be with the speaker. I'm old. I'm old. Do you realize Monos was filmed in 1966? And I was just turning 7 years old, which means I was born in 1959. And right now, when I'm recording this, we're, more than halfway through June of 2020, and my birthday's coming up. My birthday is July 2nd. So, I'll just tell you, I'm going to be 61 years old. I don't know how that happened. I have no idea. But it's okay. Cool. I mean, what are you going to do? What's the alternative, right? Not good. Man, I hope the speakers are working. Yeah, I told nobody I was doing this, so I'm thinking I'll put it up as a recording later if I can figure that out. And in the meantime, I will order a camera and get out of here, just a couple days. So by next week, what is the date today? Oh, 14. Yeah, so in just a couple days. Tuesday, maybe. What else? Like I said, it's just a practice run. There's a lot more to do here. So I do 2 to 3 at the same time. I have my colors out, might as well. And then that way I can do all the skin, and then all the hair, and all the blues, the different shades of blue. I'm going to start working on this guy. I know you can't see him. He's one of the sculptures of my dad's work that was on the mantle in the Valley Lodge. I do the gray. Yeah, he was he was on the mantle. He was a dark wood bust, head bust. Some people, I think maybe in Mystery Science Theater, they referred to him as the representation of the god Monos. Anyway, he's been referred that way in some places. So, what am I going to do with him? I'm actually going to start with some silver, just as his face, to get a face on there. And find room, space to put things. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't see well what I'm doing here, but I have a lot more to paint. I have a huge stack of these little ones, and Oh, look, I like this one. And these are the sketch cards. These are the one of a kind, the original ones. These are not, and they're each one is signed by me. There's me, little Debbie. Yeah, so just getting a base coat on this guy's head, and then I'll work on the background for a bit. But when I come back the next time, because like I said, this is just a test, and when I come back on the next one, um, I'll invite you all to come with me so we can chat, and then I can figure out a whole new thing. I'm really glad I'm not having to deal with too many things all at the same time today, because I already am. I told you I'm moving. Got the family moving in, and lots of changes ahead. Great changes. And then this. Also, we'll be teaching some painting classes online is my goal. And if you haven't seen it, I read my book online. It's already done, so you can go see the whole thing and listen to it at your leisure on my YouTube channel, Jackey Jones. And it's under the playlist of Growing Up with Monos, the Hands of Fate. The whole title to my book is Growing Up with Monos, the Hands of Fate, How I Was the Child Star of the Worst Movie Ever Made and Lived to Tell a Story. I can't believe I don't have it. I don't have a copy sitting here. See, I need to plan. I will get better at it. I'll get better at it. I don't think I've mentioned even once here, but I think if you're watching and listening, you probably already know. It's pretty common knowledge, but Tom Neiman, who played the master in Monos, was my father in real life. And he also made all the props, all the artwork, the hands on the sculpture, the fire pit with the hand that he burned Torgo's hand in. He made Torgo's hand. My mother made the costumes. She made the master's robe, and she made my little Debbie dress. My father was a professional artist, as well as an actor at the Festival Theater in El Paso, Texas. And I got a lot of stories about that, not just in my book, but just stories about how that's where everybody came together. Hal Warren and John Reynolds, who played Torgo, my dad, the sheriff, they all came out of one play, Henry IV. The play was called Henry IV, and let's see, I just so happen to have a photo. See, I gotta work on my delivery. Anyhow, here's a photo of my dad as King Henry IV. He played the lead in that play, and that's the play that Hal Warren was in, and William Bryan Jennings, who played the sheriff, was in it, and John Reynolds was in it as well. So all the main actors, the main male actors, and Hal Warren, of course. But that's where Hal found all his actors. And here's my dad. He may have been in the worst movie ever made, but he was one of the best theater method actors. In fact, that particular year, I'll show this to you another time too, but that particular year, he won the annual award for 1966 and 1967, the Festival Theater Harlequin Award, which was Best Actor Award. And he won that for his role there in King Henry IV. Oops, how's that backwards? Yeah. Oh, he even won it the next year, too. but that's another story. So anyway, I think that's about it for today. I just wanted to test this out, and you came back and watched it. When it's not live, come back when I am doing some live ones, and we can chat too as I figure that out. So thanks for being here, and see you later. How do you end this thing? I don't know.